I got a comment the other day from a man, and it went something like, this YouTuber I watched said gear doesn't matter, and it's the skill that you possess or lack that determines your success in life. Do you agree or disagree? Thinking to get a ZV-1? No one cares about your purchases? Gear matters a lot, and then it doesn't, kinda. It's both.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
I, of course, wouldn't be caught dead filming on gear that didn't matter. We're on the Nikon Z6 III with the 40mm Tony 2 on a slightly larger than normal selfie stick. And the cinema could be ours. Red Lutz. Stabe. Come on now. So the funny thing about gear mattering and not mattering, it's like the answer is both. Like, it's funny to see that you can have tons of success with just a phone if you wanted. You could have nothing but the X3000, build yourself to 3 million subscribers, and you're like, holy shit, look, this is all you need. Yeah, you could do that. And then there's some of us who are sick of that look of the tiny sensor, the action cam. You're not in focus. I almost killed a man in an orange shirt. That's bad luck. But hot damn if it isn't nice to have something a little nicer. The full frame setup at home with the 24mm 1.4 lens. And it's like, do a side-by-side sometime. Put your X3000 on your shelf with your little tripod you got free when you bought a book or something. And it's like, okay, that's a look you could have. But then, like, does the gear matter? I'll tell you where it really matters. If you want to capture something exciting and super slow motion, like the street videography stuff or wildlife, you do better with better gear. It matters. It totally matters whether or not your shot's going to be in focus, stable, or slow enough for my liking. Take, for instance, the slow motion street videography stuff I do. Sony is like champion at that. You're going to be in focus. You get whatever lens you want, prime, you can have the best look you want. And everything is just, you're nailing it. It's like, yeah, gear totally matters. If I did that with a Fuji, I might be completely missing every single shot I take. Like, I get back home and it's like, damn it, that moment is gone. Shit. Oh, that would have been so perfect. Damn you to hell. And you're just thinking like, damn, gear matters a lot. So like, it totally matters sometimes. But in other cases, say you're just vlogging like this. Like, this is stupid. I like doing this kind of thing just for my own entertainment. But like, you'd get better results with an action cam, much cheaper. Like, you don't need this. This is like an inhibitor to my success here. I feel like a moron. Everybody's looking at me. This thing's 15 feet long if it was a foot. So it's bullshit. I stopped it down to 25.6 because he's in focus. Don't buy liquor. Do better next time. That's a smartphone hunch on the back. It's not healthy, sir. Don't walk in there. Oh, he's doing it. Oh. There's not enough Tonys missing from this shot. Oh, the separation is real. Shutter 16,000. That's what the pros use for the friendly motion blur. I think some genres matter less than others. Like, for wildlife, does gear matter? Like, it just makes your life a little easier. I've gotten plenty of good footage with my little Olympus and that 75-300. It's like ghetto-ass lens, and it's annoying that I have to back button focus and then the rest is all manual. Yeah, it's annoying, but it's good enough for YouTube. Whereas like now with my Nikkor 600mm prime, it's like, okay, animal eye detect and slow motion, even better quality, raw footage. Okay, yeah, gear helps, but it's heavier, more expensive. It reminds me of a question I got the other day. Pleb question. I have a Z9, which does crazy video stuff, but I also have a GX8. Wow. Does 4K as well. Only need 24 frames per second. Autofocus, not much of a concern. Why wouldn't I use the massively lighter body? Little tiny Panasonic. When you look at older videos, they don't look terrible. Come on. 8-bit, that's fine. Yeah, kinda. So here's the deal. If you need nothing in life, 24 frames per second, so you're doing no slow-mo, you're manually focusing. Doesn't the GX8 not have Stabe in it? Oh, it's the funniest joke. My friend has that camera. It has Stabe for photos, but for some reason they turned it off for video. What are you doing? The G85 was your answer, but you're not smart enough to see it. Oh, that is embarrassing. So like that camera, look, what are you gonna do? Okay, tripod, and you're filming your son's soccer game or some bullshit like that. I unsubbed immediately. But if you're doing that, yeah, it's gonna look fine, and it's old and it's cheap and it's light. Yeah, I get it. There's that thing for you. You can do it. I'm not gonna arrest you for it. But if you wanna do something that inspires someone one day, a little slow motion over there, it's like, okay, now you're bullshit. You can't do it. Who's calling me?
Delivery.
I got a package. So I'm all for the little guy, the underdog that gets it done no matter what, but like, you're taking it a step past what I would recommend, like something with no Stabe, a Panasonic with no Stabe and no autofocus. And could you get by? I don't know, you could, but like, why inhibit yourself? The Z9, that's your mistake for buying that giant thing with a built-in battery grip. Your mom has a built-in battery grip on her backpack. I've seen it. The funny thing about gear mattering or not is you can get really nice gear that matters and is cheap. It doesn't have to be super expensive or heavy. This is pretty cheap. The lens is cheap, isn't it? Come on, argue that down below. 40mm Tony 2, like a very cheap lens, but it performs. You could get by with a Panasonic G85 still, if you wanted, not the GX8, like that freak. Get some IBIS in your heart, like Nikon IBIS. It also depends if you're traveling or not. If you're traveling, like that's when I started this channel. Gear did not matter back then. It was Sony X3000. The G85 was almost just on my dresser, never being used because of how annoying it was to manually focus on my ass. So it's like X3000, all you need for the rest of time, pretty much. But then there's another side of YouTube that you're just like, ooh, what if I put 2 lights in the shot? Oh, wow, what if I light the background, a bookshelf or, And people put these thoughts in, like it doesn't matter to anyone else but yourself, but it's fun to do. It reminds me of another question I got. How do you decide which of your many cameras to take for these walk and talk videos? Oh, you would not even understand the thought process that goes behind all these wacky decisions I make. So for me, it's almost as much fun testing something to see how it will perform than it is making the video in the first place. Like I'll have an idea for a video I want to make, and then it's like, what should I film that on? And so like this just came to me, like 40mm Tony 2 for vlogging? I don't know about that, but what would happen if we did it? So it's like, would I choose this again? That's unlikely. The likelihood on that one, I'd be arrested. Come on, it's allowed here. Damn you sirens to hell. If you turn it on while you're going by me, I swear. Oh God, you. I'm at Tony 7.1. Take that, background. Huh? It's in your heart. So like the safe choice for this video would have been DJI Pocket 3 and we're done. No one's looking at me weird. It's just a tiny little device. People don't even know that I'm filming, and yeah, I've done it. That would have bored me to death. So like, does gear matter? For me it does, because it keeps me boosted with adrenaline and dopamine. So it's like, wow, that would be fun. It's something new. It just adds a new twist to your show. It's like, okay, let's test this out. It's not really sustainable because you have to buy the stuff, but for the most part, I buy used gear and then I sell it near the same price. So it's like, it's sustainable for me because I'm a review channel kind of. So it's fun. Gear totally matters. Why aren't you buying more gear through my links? Not the best deals, admittedly. Oh man, that C100, like when I post affiliate links for it, It's like 1,500 American. I bought it for $850 Canadian. So like, sorry, but it's not always the best deals over there. Okay, Tony 4. See, like, that's fun to me. Even just changing the aperture, seeing, okay, I've been wide open during this video. I've been stopped way down to 7.1. That should be illegal. There were sirens. You heard them. And now we're at Tony 4. It's like, okay, test within a test. But like, does gear matter? Kind of, a lot. And then some take it too serious. And color grading Nazis take it way too serious. You should see the color grader comments I get. Oh my God, these shadows. How come you did that to me? Grow a sack. Honestly though, I'm always trying to sell off gear and simplify my system so I don't have too many options for my mind to go through, and then I do stupid shit like this. Like, oh, I could vlog with this. If I only had a couple options and they were very dedicated, it's easier on the mind, but not as fun. So like, if you're a regular channel though, you're just like travel vlogging or whatever the hell you do, you don't need a bunch of crazy gear. You need one nice camera, 2 nice lenses. You could get by with that. You could be happy for the end of times. So yes, gear matters. Gear is fun. Gear is amazing. It does not improve the quality of your show. It just only satisfies you, nobody else. But that's a good thing, isn't it? And it's fun to buy things and use them and sell them and then get more things to repeat that cycle because you're bored and you have nothing to do. You don't know what to do with yourself and you suck at life. That's fine. So like, don't listen to anybody who says you need something expensive to have a fun show, but then also don't listen to that jabron who can't afford more than a cup of soup. And it's like, you find your own path, asshole. We're good. I'll leave now after you donate your bitcoins. That was a pigeon. Are you... Oh God, stick it in the gut. Subscribe for more. Wait, no, say it.